We're talking green and white scrimmage recap. Zach Wilson dominates. There's chemistry with Conklin, and oh man, is this defense going to be good. Jets! Welcome to Jets Talk. My name's Ryan. I'll be your pilot. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. If you've been here before, welcome back. I love having you here. Boys and girls, we are talking a little green and white scrimmage action, and this one was a lot of fun. It was really neat. I got to bring my daughter for the first time to MetLife Stadium to experience a Jet game. So that was, as a dad, that was a really cool experience to have. But it was cool to see everyone out and about. I got to see Ali from Loyal NY Jet fans. We got to hang out with him and watch a pretty good game. This was fun. I really enjoyed this a lot. The star of the show, obviously, Zach Wilson. That's what everyone's buzzing about. He winds up finishing the day 12 of 19. That's good to be about 63% completion percentage. 100 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He also included about 24 rush yards on the ground, and there were 3 drops. So if those receivers, I believe it was Corey Davis, I think it was Elijah Moore, and Jeff Smith, I think those were the 3 drops. So if those guys catch those balls, now you're talking 79% completion percentage. Whew. And probably an extra 30 to 40 yards. That's pretty solid. That's rock solid for our young signal caller here. Now, I'll be honest, this was an impressive game. Zach had some really, really nice throws. There's a really nice catch by Braxton Berrios that was looked like he was going to be, the ball was going to hit the ground, but he was able to get his hands underneath it and scoop it up. And then there was a really long pass to Garrett Wilson. This was a really, really cool throw. The catch, the body kind of twisting. I don't know if it's body twisting, but body manipulating to try and get in position to make a catch. Now, he was probably about 1.5 yards to 2 yards out of bounds, but it was a cool throw. And it was almost there. Now, in terms of the drops, apparently Robert Saleh was saying something along the lines of the depth perception in the stadium and players getting used to it. And that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. I mean, I guess it could be an argument, but hopefully these guys are holding on to the ball more this year than they were last year. Last year we had so many drops, we just couldn't help our young signal caller at all. But that wasn't really the case today. Well, it was the case because we dropped 3 balls, but it was really good. It was fun to see this whole offense play out. There is definitely chemistry with Tyler Conklin here. You saw Zach constantly going back to him, and he winds up scoring the only touchdown of the period with him. It's cool. We didn't have that safety blanket for the longest time, and being able to, if you can't run the ball, if you can't check it down to a running back, or your first read is not there, your safety blanket of having that tight end is going to be so critical. And I think when you see how much they focused on that in this scrimmage, I think you can kind of see why people are excited for this room. Uzama, Conklin, Ruckert, I don't think got any playing time. He hasn't really practiced at all, but there seems to be there is a clicking with Conklin. We saw that sort of in I think it was the last practice or 2 practices ago. But you're starting to hear his name pop up a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. Breece Hall and Michael Carter, these guys look legit. It's a lot harder to kind of gauge running in terms of a scrimmage because the defense isn't really going 100%. They're not trying to lay people out. It's more of hey, the first hit and you're down kind of a thing. And then the running back just runs all the way to the end zone anyway. But Breece Hall and Michael Carter, these guys look like they're ready to game. So I'm looking forward to that. In terms of offensive line play, I thought they looked all right. McDermott wound up going down with, I think it was an ankle injury, which really highlights how much we should be looking into Dwayne Brown, who was there last night, coming in for a visit with the Jets. Tackle from Seattle, Pro Bowl tackle from Seattle. So I think that would be a really smart move to make if watching McDermott go down right now doesn't give you the little bit of the willies. I don't know what will, because God forbid a starter goes down, then you don't have your guy. But overall, defense looked really good too. Defense I thought was sharp. Sauce, I know I keep harping on this guy, but he is so big. He's so massive. He's so much taller than everyone else. And watching him cover Elijah Moore, it's impressive because Elijah's so shifty. The way that Sauce is able to stay in his back pocket is so incredibly impressive for a guy that's 6'3". He shouldn't be able to move with Elijah Moore the way he is. This is going to be a special talent and the reason why the Jets took him at number 4 overall. So yeah, I mean, look, across the board, really cool night. This was way better than last year's green and white scrimmage. Last year, I don't even remember what Zach's stat line was, but I remember being very underwhelmed by it last year. but this year we look sharper. I think the discipline, the coaching, everything has just gotten more polished over the course of a year. So I really like this a lot. I think the Jets are headed in the right direction. Let me know your biggest takeaways from the green and white scrimmage. Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, go Jets.